up, divas? Welcome to my brand new series where we recreate and rediscover the magic of drag makeup. This is Mug, M-U-G, by makeup guru Eva Le Queen, presented to you by Lazada. The very first time I picked up the brush and went out into the world as Eva Le Queen was on August 24, 2016. I'll never forget that date. And 8 years down the road, ito na ako ngayon. Maganda, sexy, and a fully realized diva. But once upon a time, I was also a baby queen with oatmeal brows, unblended makeup, and nothing but a dream. So in today's video, we will be recreating one of my very first looks in drag, and tignan natin how I would have recreated that vision with the makeup skills that I have. And ready na ba kayo? Kasi ready na ako! So let's go, go, go! Congratulations to last week's winner of Mug Drag Starter Kit, courtesy of Lazada. So, nung nagsisimula pa lang ako sa drag, no, si Eva Le Queen talaga was an evil queen. Villains, mga spooky, ganyan. One of my first drag race idols talaga was Sharon Needles and DJ Nina Flowers. Spook queen talaga si Eva Le Queen. Now, I went to my Instagram page and I scrolled down kung ano ba yung pinakaunang look that I ever posted. And this was dated September 24, 2016. And it was this. I think this is one of the first ever drag makeup that I did and really was caught on cam and posted on social media. Pabebe nung bangse, no? Kaganon pa yung bangse, parang bebe girl siya. Di ba, meron pang bungo sa likod? I think what I was trying to do here was a dark smoky with cut crease, dark lips, pale makeup, and mostly lots of black. So parang vampire princess. How will I recreate this look? Okay, so we're gonna start off with blocking of the eyebrows. In the previous episodes, hindi ko pinakita how I really do my eyebrows. I proudly think na parang ako lang ang gumagawa sa Pilipinas. Kasi I haven't seen any other queens here who have blocked their brows the way I do. I had a background in making special effects. So the materials that I use, such as the putty, the cine wax, and the technique in general is inspired by how I create bruises and wounds when I was still doing special effects. Every time you make your brows, whether you use this technique or use yung typical na Elmer's glue, you have to always put alcohol on your brows. Just go against the grain and clean it. The reason why a lot of the kids have these oatmeal brows is that ano mang ginagamit nyo to glue down your brows will not stick because there's a layer of oil on your skin. So you need to remove that layer of oil before you put on anything. And then you just let it dry. Now, for the blower that I use, if you're a drag queen, you use your blower a lot. You use this for your wigs, to dry up your makeup, glue down your lace. So it's also helpful really to invest na on a good blower. Now, I had mine from JML. It's very slick. Ang liit lang niya. Madali siyang ipack. And I got this from Lazada. Marami pa silang mga choices. Para silang dupe ng mga high-end brands like Dyson or whatnot. And the good thing talaga with Lazada is that it gives you lots of options that are more budget-friendly. And you can also see the reviews. So this one has really good reviews. I've been using this for like almost 2 years now. And ang lagkit la. Ang lagkit na niya. So you can get yours and buy yours from Lazada. The thing about my brows is that they're thick. I perspire a lot. And I know there are other hacks on how to minimize your sweating. Like may mga gumagamit ng milk of magnesia or whatnot. Ako kasi I cannot do those things because it makes naman my skin break out. So if my only problem is the sweating on this area, I need to use a glue that I know will really stick all the way. Kasi ang Elmer's glue, magkaroon lang siya ng contact sa tubig, bumabalik siya sa pagiging parang paste glue, So what I use is the Kryolan Spirit Gum, Mastix Spirit Gum, or any Spirit Gum. There's like Graftobian, other Spirit Gums. They're also available on Lazada. At talagang pangmalakasan siya. Normally, queens use this to glue down their lace. For me, this is what I use to glue down my brows. Ito lang talaga yung gumana sa akin. Especially if you're going on a gig, sasayaw kayo, or you're performing drag in places na outdoors, for shoots, especially for extended shoots. I do this technique for block browing if I'm gonna go on drag for extended hours, for like more than 3-6 hours. So you get your mastics and then you get a brush like this. Now this brush like this, available siya sa mga like King or any stores, beauty stores that carry hair products. Yung pang glue down ng baby hair. So you just get a brush like this. You get your spirit gum. Be careful not to spill a lot kasi this can get really messy. And then apply it on your eyebrows and go against the grain when you do so. Do not put too much kasi ikaw din yung mahihirapang magpatuyo ng kilay mo. So just put enough to, make sure that walang stray hairs na hindi nabasa ng spirit gum. Now you have to act quickly because spirit gum, especially kung mga gamit na siya, madali siyang matuyo. So you get your brush, your blower. If your blower has like the cool mode, that's good. And then you brush your brows pataas. See, medyo mabilis na siya. Medyo matigas na nga siya before I even use the blower. You brush them up. You will get something that looks like this, a little more feathered. You just wait for it na matuyo. Highly encourage you to make sure that it's dry. So normally at this stage, habang inaantay ko siyang matuyo, I already start with my skin prep. Multitasking tayo. Hindi nasasayang yung oras natin. I start with a moisturizer. I use the Shiseido Ultimune Power Infusing Concentrate just to pack in that moisture. Then after that serum, I use the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. Pag ginagamit ko siya sa gabi, the very next day, ang ganda ng skin ko. And Kiehl's has a flagship store on Lazada. Alam mo, ang sarap umorder sa Lazada ng Kiehl's because they always come with these freebies na mga other products that you can try. And doon ako una nakatry ng recovery serum. Every now and then, Kiehl's and other stores in Lazada always have these sulit-tipid deals, freebies, this discounts. So, sobrang laking convenience talaga when I use Lazada. This is called the Kryolan Plasti-C Stick. Essentially, it's a wax in a tube form. Di ba when you block your brows, pag hinawakan mo siya, magaspang kasi nakikita mo pa yung yung strands ng hair. Essentially, you want this area to be smooth. So, to smoothen it out, I get a Plasti-C like this. I scrape off using a kutsarita. So, you try to scoop it. You try to scoop apart. Onti lang. Ganyan. So, essentially, what this will do is that this wax will fill in man yung gaps between the hairs. So, you use that to block your brows like this. Para ka nagpapahid ng butter sa pandesal. Ganun talaga siya. It entails a little force ng konti. Make sure that you go through the entire brow. And it fills in between the gaps. And it gives you a smooth surface. That's what you want. At talaga naman, nag-perform na ako sa harap ng 10,000 tao sa pop-up, Katipunan. Smudge-proof. Oatmeal-proof. After mo na ma-apply yung Plasti-C, this is the exciting part. Tinatawanan ako ni Vinyas every time I do this. Or a lot of the queens, they say nag-iignis na si Eva. So, I get a lighter, and I get the same kutsarita, and then you light it up. What you do is you light up this part. Kapag tinouch mo yan, masastay na black siya. Just make sure that it's a little hot. That's tolerable. Kaya nyo yan, just kung mas marami pa kayong mas masakit na pinagdaanan sa buhay kesa dito. You put it through, and because it's wax, it melts. Nakikita nyo ba yan? How smooth it is compared to this one na wala. Like how smooth it is. And then you just set it with a powder. For me, I use a Studio Fix MAC in shade NC30. Again, MAC also has a flagship store on Lazada, so you can always get all their products and have them delivered right at your doorstep. Ayun na siya. Smooth na siya. It's like part of the skin. Now, maganda na gumamit ng colored na Studio Fix so that, you know, you don't have to do color correction in this area because it already has pigment underneath. You just carry on with how you put on your base. You put your color correction, you put your liquid foundation, your cream foundation, and whatnot. Pero ito, kahit magtatatumbling ka at mag-perform ka. I did this once. I hosted for a wedding, a beach wedding. Kahit sumali ka ata ng rally, naka-block pa rin yung brows mo pag uwi mo sa bahay. So, I'll finish off with the base. If you want to see how exactly I did it, you can go back to episode 1 and how I do my step-by-step on base. But we're gonna fast-track everything. I'll come back with my base and then we'll start with the eyes. Right, so we're done with the face, we're done with the brows. Let's start with the eyes. We'll try something different today. Kasi yung traditional cut crease, drag queen cut crease, nagawa na natin siya ng episode 1. So today I'm gonna teach you how to do a halo smoky like a drag queen. Or at least, the dragified version of a halo smoky. A halo smoky is a typical Kim Kardashian look. Dark eyes, neutrals, and then meron siyang parang halo ng light sa gitna. So when you do drag makeup, your proportions are bigger. Your eyebrows are higher. You have more space here. Feeling ko naman bagay pa rin siya dun sa look na hinahabol natin. So we're gonna start with the edges. Okay, as you know, I do my makeup like what? Paint by numbers. Yeah, so we're gonna start first with my vaccination card. Ayan. Make sure it's yours. You mark the edges para alam mo hanggang saan lang. So, I'm using a blending brush na medyo angular like this. You dip it to something like a dark brown or something. And then just mark it. Yung ibang makeup artists, no, tinatapos muna nila yung isang side bago sila mag-move dun sa kabilang side. Parang mas madali to minimize the time for me trying to correct here and there. Gawin mo na lang siya ng whatever you do here, gawin mo na sa kabila before you move on to the next step. Oh, ayan. Today is a good day, ha? Madali nating napantay siya. Now, normally, for traditional drag cut crease, I mark it here. Pero for halo smoky kasi is you want it to be, how will I put this? Gagawin ko na lang. So, instead of going dun sa curve, yung natural na lubog nung bone mo here, you draw a vertical line. And then you slowly work your way towards the center. Your guide should be your iris. If you look straight, doon mo makikita kung nasa gitna ba siya. So don't put any products doon sa area na pataas ng iris. Does that make sense? And then, you get a transition color. So what I do is I usually use shimmers for a transition color. For example, I'm using this Lila palette from Natasha Denona. I use this parang shimmer siya na it's in the shade Livid 146 DC. It's like purplish. Ano siya eh, parang it has a base that is dark. You just don't want it to be like pure black. You just want it to be a transition color. So let me just get something like medyo manipis na fluff brush. And then you get this. And then, transition mo lang siya in between. Again, di ba? Maganda kapag blended. Nakaka-pro. So again, you still leave a space here, okay? The transition color is also your gradient dun for the rest. Sa taas. And you flick it upwards. Wala lang. Again, we're going for an evil queen look eh. So, a villainous look. So, we want it na parang, you want the lines to be more sharp. Ang yung kilay mapagmataas laging namimintas. You try to use it sparingly. So, every time you dip it, tap it. Kung kulang pa, mas madaling mag-build kaysa magbura. So for the center, you use a concealer and a light-colored concealer. Ideally, for me, kasi tignan mo to, di ba? Meron ka ng powders eh. I would use a liquid foundation, a liquid concealer instead of a cream. Kasi cream will make it a little muddy. Kasi meron ng powders eh. We're using the MAC 24 Hour Smooth Wear Concealer in the shade NC10. So, I think this is the lightest that I have. And then let's just draw like a straight line. Sundan mo lang yung yung iris mo. And now that you have that, I'm gonna get a white eyeshadow. There. Because we want it to pop, we're gonna add some silver in it. So, I'm using the Urban Decay Metal Mania palette. Kita nyo naman, gamit na gamit siya, no? In the shade Spike Stud, it has a really silver pigment here. And pro tip, if you want silvers to pop as silvers, make sure that there's a white eyeshadow underneath. And then blend out. Now, for the extra depth, what I like to do is that I add a very thin layer of black eyeshadows dun sa edges nung ginawa nating parang halo. So, we get a black eyeshadow. We're using the Kryolan black eyeshadow singles. So, you just get a brush. And then just ever so lightly, dun lang sa gilid. So, can you guys tell the difference from here to here? Right? Parang nagkaroon siya ng depth, parang lumalim siya. Gaganda pa ito mamaya kapag naglagay ka na ng mga eyeliner, andyan na rin yung eyeshadow. Because the thing about the smoky is that hindi lang siya sa application ng color eh. Everything plays a part. The big voluminous eyeshadows, the eyeliner, the placement. So, i-diffuse mo lang ng konti. If it's too dark, then diffuse it. Right, so for the eyeliners, I'll be using the Black Track Pro Longwear Fluid Line from MAC Cosmetics. For me, I'm using the Zoeva 317 Wing Liner. Ang kakaiba sa pag-eyeline ng Halo Smoky is that because you've worked so much on this space, right? You don't want the eyeliner to be really thick. The thickness of it should be outside of the line of the halo that you created. Or at least for me, for my eye shape, that's how it works. So I mark this, yung outside ng eyeliner. And of course, this. Now, from this point on, up to the inner corner of your eyes, make sure that you line your eyes as low as possible. Hindi niya kailangan maging sobrang kapal. You want this to be appreciated more. Sayang naman yung effort. Lalagyan mo lang din siya ng eyeliner. Di sana binlock out mo na lang siya, diba? So, kasan mo lang siya dito sa baba. So, if you will watch my first episode, you will see that how I apply the eyeliner was different. Usually, the cut crease would want you to kapalan mo siya. For this one, here, you want it to be seen. That's why you just line the rest of your lids as thin as you can. And also, maglalagay pa naman tayo ng lashes. Bad girl, diba? Bad girl! Ayan. So, blend, blend, blend. Whatever you put with creams or liquids, you what? You set it with powder. You make the black stand out. Now, for me, I don't like seeing lines kasi. You just put ever so lightly with black just to diffuse it and have it merge with the rest of the colors that you built earlier. And also a little dun sa inner corner. So what we do is that to make sure that we get the ideal eye shape is that we line the waterline. So you get a black eyeliner. Now it's okay to go just a little thicker than usual for this one. Now for some who do the halo smoky, minsan naglalagay din sila nung parang kamatch na smaller halo of that color. O diba, parang kontrabida na. Diba, parang, layuan mo ang anak ko! Diba, mata-mata acting. And then you just get a smaller, flatter brush and get the same transition color that you used earlier. Ilagay mo siya sa baba. This one will help diffuse the color. And then if there's like kalat sa labas, just clean it up. Again, we want to give like a strong, snatched, evil vibe. So you want to see lines, you want to see darkness, and like, you know, dapat yung makeup mo yung parang maniningil ka ng utang. Okay, so last is the eyeliner. So kita nyo, ano pa siya eh, parang blank pa siya sa gitna. Usually, I like my eyeliners ng sharp, yung parang may beak. I did this on episode 1. We're just gonna do the same thing. I'm using the Get Ready With Me Super Fine Liner Duo in black ink. Kasi ang nipis niya, nakikita nyo ba kung gaano siya kanipis? It's just 0.4 millimeters. It allows you more precision. Make sure lang na pantay sila sa kabila. And don't breathe when you do it. You first draw the line right. Tapos you just shape it lang para mahabol niya yung lines na ginawa mo dun sa taas tsaka sa baba. Tapos you just blend the colors, make sure mapantay siya sa kabila side. Pwede mong ituloy yung transition color sa baba nung eyeliner na dinraw mo para lang may continuity yan. You know? Diba? It's dark, it's strong, to complete the look, you have to use lashes. Now, the lashes that I'll be using is from Miss Jade Saw. It's a custom lash, Miss Lash. I'm not sure kung ginagawa pa niya to dahil ang busy na niya. If in case you can't find something like this, try to find what looks good on a halo smoky or wispy lashes. Yung balbon na lashes. How do I describe it? Mas balbon siya, mas out there, mas outrageous. You just know it's not your typical lashes. Okay. Now, don't apply your lashes right after you put the lash glue, okay? You give it time to be tacky. Otherwise, the glue will be too wet. Pag nilagay mo siya, remember, you're wearing a lot of blacks and dark pigments in your eyes. It creates an ugly smudge kapag may nagkaroon ng contact yung glue when it's too wet. So while you are doing that, the best thing you should do is to prep your lashes. So for the lashes, I use the Paul Lash Eyelash Curler. Alam mo, in fairness, ang ganda nito. This is one of the local brands that's also available in Lazada, Paul Lash. They're a game changer when it comes to lashes. What I do is I heat my eyelash curler. Parang mas mabilis lang mag-shape yung lashes mo that way. Ako kasi maliit naman yung lashes ko, no? Pero I just wanted to flare out. Kasi ang dark na ng eyes mo eh. Tapos, kapag hindi mo kinurl yung lash mo, natatakpan yung iris mo eh. You don't want that. After you curl your lashes, you put on a mascara. So we're using the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Sky High Waterproof Mascara. This is one of their award-winning products for 2024. And our lucky winners of our Mug Lazada giveaway will also be receiving their drag starter kit. Tama. Kung kinakailangan, huwag kang magsalita, huwag kang huminga habang naglalagay ka nito, do so. So kapag na-feel mo na siya, then you put on your lashes. Now, how I put on my lashes, I like everything going up. For me, for lashes like these, I don't just put them as they are. So you angle it pataas, and then natitunan ko lang ito nung nagdadrag na ako eh. Di ba minsan nagpo-poke yung false lashes dun sa gitna? Di ba nakakainis siya pag mga ganun kayong parang napupuwing ka? Now, to avoid that, hindi mo kailangang ilagay kung saan mismo nagsisimula yung lashes mo. It needs to be a little away from the center of the lashes. So, like so. And then, itataas natin siya ng konti. Can you guys see it? Like how it's there? Diba? Yung pinagsimulan niya malayo sa gitna. And then, nakataas siya. So, it creates a space here. And that's fine. We'll do something about it later. That's fine. And that's how it's supposed to be. Like, ganyan siya. Now, sa malapitan, makikita mo pa yung gap na to eh. Diba? So, what you do is you get a liquid dip liner. I highly suggest a dip liner. Not a pen-like. Kasi yung mga dip liners na ganito, sobrang itim nila eh. Like, I think this one is from Fashion 21, diba? It's just a drugstore makeup. But this is really important kasi nawawala yung illusion na kapal ng lashes kapag nakikita yung ilalim. At kahit anong eyeliner ang gamitin mo, it just wouldn't work. So, use a dip liner for this. You fill in mo yung mga gaps. Usually sa ilalim ng lashes mismo. Right, so you can see the difference. This is the one with dip liner. This one is without. There. See this? We're done with the eyes. Let's just continue on with the base. What we're gonna do is just the base makeup, powders, and contours. And I've done this on my first episode of Mug. So we're just gonna fast pace everything and yeah, see you in a bit. Let's go. Okay, so we're done setting with the powders. The only thing different that I did this time is that since we're going for a villainous look, I made the contours more dark and I added a white foundation. I used the one size stage white foundation powder para to make the whites pop and talagang mas mag-darken. For a villainous look, you want high cheekbones, you want dark cheekbones. Kung titignan mo yung mga kontrabida, sila Celia Rodriguez, sila Sherry Hill, lahat sila has a very strong jaw and cheekbones. So you want to achieve that look if you want to create that maldita look. Okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the lips. In the old photo, I did a dark lip. Normally, I don't always use a dark lip, especially when I'm lip syncing kasi kapag dark ang lips mo at nagli-lip sync ka, mas kitang-kita ng tao kapag hindi mo na po-pronounce ng tama yung mga words. So just a word of advice for my baby queens out there. If you are not sure with your lyrics, try to avoid dark lips. Okay? So for my lips, I'll be using, I'm gonna prime it first with Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Primer. And then we're gonna top it off with this duo from One Size. Yan. Now, if you have dry lips like me, it's very important for you to prime it. Usually, there's one more step before I do. Hindi ko lang siya nagawa. I use a lip scrub. Pero nakalimutan ko siya. But you can find lip scrubs in Lazada. The lip scrub that I normally use is the Watermelon Sugar from Lush Cosmetics. It's so nice. It's so good. Ang sarap-sarap niya. So, it's part of the moisturizer routine. You scrub your lips. And it's sugar. So, sarap. Tamis. After you did that, after you primed it, you line your lips. Lip Snatch Precision Lip Filler Pencil in the shade Coin Collector. Now, for me, lining is important kasi it minimizes the bleeding in your lipstick. Because once you apply this, this is like a pencil, right? Hindi siya katulad ng lipstick na smudgy. So this one stays where it should be. It minimizes the bleeding for your lips. There. Once you're happy with the shape, you go in with the velvet cream. Darkness. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Dark. Diba? Parang handa ka na maghasik ng lagim after mong kumain ng dinuguan. When you use liquid lipsticks, you have to make sure that it's dry before you put on the gloss. When you're wearing dark lips like this, you should be very particular with the edges. Now remember how we use the carving technique when we carve out the shape of our eyebrows? We also use the same carving technique because you have to clean up the sides of your lips. Tignan mo to. Hindi kasi siya parang hindi naman siya pansinin. Pero the devil's in the details. It's in details like these where, that sets apart pros from amateurs. So if you're gonna do something like this, if you're gonna do a makeup, go all out. Huwag mong tipirin yung sarili mo, te. So todo mo yan. Bigay mo lahat. So you get a lip brush. I go back with my ivory cream stick. And I just line out the edges. Yan. There. And then you set it, of course, with powder. I just use the NC15 from MAC Cosmetics, and then you get a little smaller puff brush. You just had it. Diba? Now, I don't know if people see this, but to me, it makes all the difference. It's details like these. So we're ready to put on the gloss. You just put in the gloss. And then to make it smudge proof, you just get tissue paper and then bite. Yung loob lang ha. And that removes any product that gets too close to your teeth. So you just put on a setting spray. For me, I remember in that look, I was wearing red contact lenses. And I'll be putting it on. I'll be putting in a wig. Of course, my contact lenses, I also got it from Lazada. There are like many contact lens shops there that sell these character contact lenses. So I'm just gonna put them on, put on the outfit, put on the hair, and we'll be right back with the finished look. Diba? Naloka ka, no? You know, from a princess, ito mo naman, para akong rockstar princess to queen of the underworld. Like, yes, this was how it started for me in drag talaga. Of course, I would like to thank Margot for my beautiful hair and gown by Mara Chua. And I'm just so happy I get to do this again and revisit my roots as Eva Le Queen, as the evil queen, and to share it with all of you. So sa mga spooky queens out there, I hope you learned something from my video tutorial. And also, this is our last giveaway for this series. So the winners will be announced in this video. And yeah, we'd like to thank you for your support in this series. And if you like more, if you wanted to see more looks, if you want me to recreate more looks and get the looks of your favorite queens, tutorials and whatnot, please comment down below so that I can make more series like this and, you know, share what I learned and what I know about makeup. And that's it! Exciting. Ganda ba? I'm just like feeling a little different today eh. Kasi parang hindi siya yung usual regal, opulent Eva. But this is something that was so real and so close to me since I started doing drag. You know? And that's it for me. Again, this has been Eva Le Queen for Mug Makeup Guru by Eva Le Queen, presented by Lazada. Thanks, guys. Bye. Mwah.